5 signs. You shouldn't take magnesium glycinate, at least not yet. You know how some things in health get treated like they're good for everyone? Magnesium, especially magnesium glycinate, is one of those. I hear about it everywhere, at the gym, in health groups, and over coffee with retirees. Some people sleep better. Others have fewer muscle aches and less anxiety. That's true for some, but not for everyone. In medicine, there is no one-size-fits-all pill. Everybody carries its own story, habits, history, injuries, resilience. Magnesium, as gentle as it seems, is no exception. Today, I want to share, more like a friend over tea than a lecturing doctor, 5 signs you may want to avoid magnesium glycinate for now. 1. When your kidneys need attention. First Mark, 67, a kind gardener, came in tired, a little nauseated, and noticing the occasional skipped beat. He was taking a multivitamin, omega-3s, and magnesium glycinate for sleep. His older lab showed mildly reduced kidney function, a lower GFR, very common after 60. The kidneys clear excess magnesium. When they slow down, magnesium can quietly build up. You don't feel it right away, no pain, no fever, but one morning your hands feel weak and your heartbeat feels off. That's not just aging, that can be too much magnesium. If you've been told your kidneys are a bit weak, or you're on diuretics or diabetes meds, pause and ask, is magnesium helping me or overworking my kidneys? 2. When your medications don't play nice. With magnesium doesn't exist in a vacuum. It interacts with lots of meds. Linda, 72, had high blood pressure and was on a diuretic. She added magnesium after hearing it relaxes blood vessels. 3 days later, dizziness, a slow pulse, and blood pressure too low. Not because magnesium is bad, but because it teamed up with her meds and lowered BP too well. On the flip side, antacids and some antibiotics, like tetracyclines, can compete with magnesium in the gut. The result? Your medication is less effective, and magnesium can still be too much. I tell patients, supplements and prescriptions are like guests at a dinner party. If you don't seat them well, they'll bicker. If you're on prescriptions, ask your pharmacist or doctor, does magnesium fit with my meds? Sometimes the fix is simple. Separate the timing by a few hours. 3. When your blood pressure is already low. Magnesium is gentle. It relaxes vessels and eases the heart's workload. But if your blood pressure runs low, it can make you feel floaty or foggy. Robert, 65, took magnesium in the morning to feel clear, but felt spaced out. His BP was 96/58. Morning, especially on an empty stomach, is when your body wants alertness. Magnesium whispers, relax. Result, lightheaded, unfocused. We moved his dose to evening, 1-2 hours before bed. A week later, Doc, I sleep great and feel sharp during the day. Sometimes the problem isn't magnesium, it's the timing. 4. When your gut is more fragile than you think. Magnesium glycinate is one of the gentlest forms, but a sensitive or inflamed gut can still react. Evelyn, 69, called about mild diarrhea after starting magnesium. She also had IBS. Magnesium can pull water into the bowel, softening stools. Great for regularity, not great for an irritated gut. We paused the magnesium, focused on soluble fiber, probiotics, hydration, then restarted low and slow. No more symptoms. Your body wasn't rejecting magnesium. It was saying, heal me first. 5. when you're already getting more than you realize. Many supplement-savvy folks unknowingly stack magnesium, multivitamin, electrolyte powder, protein shake mix, plus a separate magnesium pill. George, 62, was unknowingly taking 800 plasma a day, about double what most people need. He felt okay, just a little nauseous and tired. Classic magnesium excess. Fatigue, loose stools, slow pulse, oversleeping without feeling restored. Before adding magnesium, check labels. Your multi, electrolytes, and powders may already cover you. The takeaway from these 5 signs. Looking back at Mark, Linda, Robert, Evelyn, and George, I see something very human. We all want to care for ourselves, but sometimes we don't listen to our bodies. Magnesium glycinate is wonderful when your body wants it and is ready. If you have kidney issues, low BP, a sensitive gut, are on interacting meds, or you're already taking plenty, pause and listen. Health isn't about how many pills you take. It's about how well you understand your own signals. If you're watching this, you might be in what I call the biological wisdom years, more interested in understanding than chasing trends. Remember, no magnesium replaces good sleep, real food, and a calm mind. Magnesium can be a companion. You are the guide. I'm Dr. William. Thanks for being here and for listening to your body. 5 signs you should take magnesium glycinate daily. Yes, magnesium isn't for everyone, but there are times when it's a gift. After 35+ years in practice, I've learned the body doesn't lie. When it's missing something, it speaks. Through a calf cramp, a restless night, or eyes in the mirror that look a touch dimmer. Here are 5 signals I often see when the body is calling for magnesium. 1. When sleep stops, being a sanctuary. You're not anxious. You just can't drop into deep sleep, or you wake at 2 to 3 a.m. and can't settle. Henry, 63, said, "Doc, I don't dream anymore. I just wait for morning." His magnesium was low. Magnesium helps your brain make GABA, the exhale neurotransmitter. He took magnesium glycinate about an hour before bed. 2 weeks later, I'm dreaming again, and the dreams are peaceful. 2. When muscles speak up at night, mid-sleep calf cramp, post-walk twitching. That's not just age, it's the muscles' language for I can't relax, often pointing to low magnesium. Frank, 58, a former sailor, had nightly leg tightness. 10 days on magnesium glycinate, and he said, "First full night's sleep in months. My calves finally calmed down." Magnesium helps balance calcium and potassium in muscle fibers, your relax-contract rhythm. 3. When sleep doesn't fix your fatigue. You log 8 hours but wake up energy poor. That deep tired often means low cellular energy. Magnesium participates in 300+ reactions, including making ATP your cell's energy currency. Elaine, 61, felt like reading without remembering. 3 weeks on magnesium. I remember the pages and myself. 4. When blood sugar rides, Little Wave's magnesium is the gatekeeper for insulin, helping glucose enter cells. Carlos, 64, had prediabetes and constant sugar urges. He ate fairly well, but was low in magnesium foods. We added dietary sources plus glycinate. 3 months later, steadier glucose and fewer cravings. My energy is steady, calm, not buzzy. 5. When you feel perpetually wound tight, retired but still wired, tight shoulders, clenched jaw, shallow sleep, that's your sympathetic nervous system stuck on. Marilyn, 70, took magnesium glycinate consistently for 2 weeks. She slept better and smiled more at the morning sun. "I don't feel like I'm fighting anymore," she said. Magnesium doesn't sedate you. It reminds your body how to relax. Magnesium and aging. Gracefully after 50, absorption dips, stress accumulates, and meds can deplete minerals. If you recognize restless sleep, cramps, brain fog, glucose swings, or unrelenting tension, consider that your body may be whispering magnesium. It won't make you 30, but used well, it can restore something more precious: inner ease. How to use magnesium glycinate for real results. Some things only work when you do them the right way, at the right time, with the right mindset. Magnesium glycinate is one of them. Many people take it daily, yet still feel tired, wired, or sleepless, not because they chose the wrong product, but because they used the right thing the wrong way. Here's how to let magnesium actually bring your body back to natural balance. Sync it with your circadian rhythm. Your body has a daily score. Mornings ramp up, cortisol, heart, action. Evenings wind down, quiet, repair. Magnesium glycinate is evening music, not a morning espresso. Take it 1-2 hours before bed. If you train or do physical work, split the dose, half late afternoon, half before bed. Your body prefers a steady stream, not a flood. Dose: less but consistent wins. Magnesium glycinate absorbs well, so you don't need high doses. Aim for 200-400 milligrams elemental magnesium taught a day. Most glycinate capsules are 100 or 150 millelemental. Start with 1 capsule after dinner. If after 7 days you're sleeping deeper and feeling calmer, go to 2 capsules. Split PM plus bedtime. Magnesium is not coffee. Don't use it for instant energy. Use it to build steady calm. Take it with food, a hug for your stomach. It's gentle, but even gentler with food. Take it with dinner or an evening snack to enhance absorption and reduce any queasiness. Don't forget its bandmates. Magnesium plays best with vitamin D, vitamin B6, calcium, and potassium. Vitamin D helps magnesium enter cells. B6 helps convert nutrients into usable energy. Calcium and potassium balance heartbeats and muscle contractions. On your plate, salmon or eggs, vitamin D, spinach, avocado, pumpkin seeds, almonds, magnesium and potassium, whole grains, B vitamins. When food and supplements work together, magnesium stops acting like a pill and starts acting like part of your rhythm. Water, the forgotten partner. Magnesium is the passenger. Hydration is the road. Without fluids and electrolytes, magnesium can't move from blood into cells efficiently. Drink water steadily through the day. Mineral water or a squeeze of lemon and a pinch of sea salt can help your electrolyte flow. Magnesium amplifies good habits. It doesn't replace them. If you're still scrolling at midnight, living on caffeine, and skipping movement, magnesium can't fix that. It multiplies what you're already doing right. Sleep before 11, dim screens, breathe deeper, move daily, eat real food, and magnesium will double the payoff. Check in, listen, adjust. You don't need weekly labs, just body awareness. If sleep deepens, cramps fade, mind clears, and your pulse feels steady, keep going. If you feel sluggish, too drowsy, or your gut gets off, lower the dose for a few days. Your body has its own language. Listen, make it a small evening ritual. I keep a simple habit many of my patients enjoy. After a light dinner, I mix a glass of warm water, take my magnesium glycinate, sit on the porch, and jot a few lines of gratitude. Today, I appreciated how my body still moves. I smiled at a stranger. I went to bed 15 minutes earlier. Magnesium isn't just something you swallow, it's part of caring for yourself. It reminds you to slow down so your body can rest and your mind can settle. Used well, magnesium isn't about living longer, it's about living deeper, like watering a plant, not to make it shoot up overnight, but to let the roots soak, strengthen, and endure. When your sleep eases, aches quiet, and tension loosens, it isn't only magnesium working, it's you and your body, finding each other again. I'm Dr. William. If you took time today to listen to your body, magnesium becomes more than a supplement. It becomes a symbol that you've begun to live slower, more honestly, and more in tune with yourself.